Here are some everyday things you've been using wrong. You're probably using your salt shakers wrong. You're actually supposed to use the rigid base. Move these together in a circular motion and the salt will flow out smoothly. You may wonder, why is there a gap in some coffee and teacups? Well, this gap prevents it from sliding around on a slippy surface. And it also means water won't build up in it when it's in the dishwasher. You may think this small fabric square that comes with clothing is for sewing things up, but it's actually to test how washing cycles will affect your clothing. You can put it in the wash and see if it will shrink or discolor your clothing. Some people think that the holes on padlocks are meant for picking locks, but really it's to make sure that any water trapped in the padlock flows out. This way your padlock won't rust if it's in the rain. Things humans were never meant to see. We've all seen fire hydrants on the street, but did you know this is what the bottom half of a fire hydrant looks like? You may think a tiger's skin is orange like their fur, but without any orange fur in the way, a tiger's skin is white. This is what the inside of a pool table looks like if you remove the top. Did you know this is what the inside of a Magic 8 ball looks like? I always assumed the interior was round. Did you know inside many big lighters is just a small lighter? And inside your cup of ramen noodles, they leave a big bit empty. Looks like we've been getting scammed all these years. Secret hidden features in things you use every day. Press the unlock button on your car key for 2 seconds and all of your windows will roll down. This could be used in an emergency situation, or just to let all of the stuffy air out of your car on a hot day. Ever wondered what these small doors in basketball and tennis courts are? Well, they're actually for the caretaker to sweep leaves out of. Did you know that you can erase permanent marker simply by writing over it with whiteboard marker? Scribble over the permanent marker with whiteboard marker, wait 2 seconds, and then wipe it right off. Ever wondered why your milk container has a circular dent in it? If your milk goes bad, then gas will build up inside it and this dent will bulge out. Also, if you freeze your milk, the liquid will expand. That's why this dent bulges out, giving the container more room. And if you ever drop your milk, then the dent will bulge out. This will stop the milk from going everywhere. Secrets movie theaters don't want you to know. Movies will never start at the time the ticket says. They will always start much later so that you get there early. This way more people watch more adverts before the movie starts. Most people think the best seats are at the back of the movie theater, but that's not true. The best seats are actually in the middle. This is because of the speaker placement in modern movie theaters. Movie theater popcorn normally comes in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. But the medium is just there to make you buy the large. They make it slightly more expensive than small, but only slightly less expensive than large. This makes most people think that the large is a better deal than it actually is. This is called decoy pricing. The money from a movie ticket mostly goes to whoever produced the movie. That's why movie theaters make food very expensive, because it's the only way they make money. Rooms you're not allowed to go inside. Mount Rushmore is one of the most famous landmarks in the USA, but almost no one knows that it has a secret room inside it that no one can enter. Located behind the heads of the presidents is a secret doorway. Inside there are many hidden documents about the history of America. In the 1980s, it was suggested that they let people inside, but the US government said no. The Eiffel Tower is the most visited landmark in the world. But did you know there's a secret room at the top of the Eiffel Tower? It's very mysterious and no one's allowed inside. It was supposed to be a place for Gustave Eiffel, the designer of the Eiffel Tower, to live. The Coca-Cola recipe is one of the best kept secrets in the world, and that's because it's kept inside the very secure Coca-Cola vault. This vault has been sealed for 125 years and no one's allowed inside. Sneaky ways cities are controlling your behavior. Recently, many highways have been setting up these fake cop cars. Really, they're simply 2D cardboard cutouts, but they're to make people slow down when driving on the highway. Ever noticed how many armrests benches seem to have? Well, it's not so you can rest your arms. Instead, it's so that homeless people can't sleep on them. Many have said this is kind of mean, but what do you think? Ever noticed how there's always rocks under bridges? This is not by accident. Instead, it's to stop homeless people sleeping under the bridge. Ever seen an empty cop car on the street? These are sometimes left on streets 24/7. This is to make people feel safe and also make sure people aren't doing anything wrong. If you see one of these clouds in your city, then get out fast. If you look up at the sky and see a cloud shaped like a skull, then this is a bad sign. This happened in Italy in 2018. Mount Vesuvius had a gigantic skull cloud form above it. Mount Vesuvius is the volcano that wiped out the city of Pompeii. It looked very similar to Voldemort's cloud in Harry Potter. People immediately began fleeing the city, expecting the volcano to erupt. Another scary thing to watch out for in the sky is ball lightning. This is a very rare kind of lightning that happens all over the world. Ball lightning is much more dangerous than normal lightning. These can sometimes explode, sending lightning bolts everywhere. They can be as small as a soccer ball or as large as a house. Unexplained things seen in the sky. In 2018, a gigantic halo of light was seen over Jerusalem. Some thought this was a miracle of some kind. It apparently glowed a rainbow color in real life, but in the video we have, it seems to be gold and white. In Brazil, a massive red cloud was seen in the middle of the day. No one is exactly sure what this cloud is. Some believe it could have been from a nearby forest fire. Airplanes often drop a red chemical onto forest fires to stop them. In 2011, a gigantic light ring was seen over Russia. People thought that it may be UFO related, but eventually the truth was revealed. It was an ICBM missile. In 2009, a spiral was seen in the night sky in Norway. People thought this could have been a UFO creating a spiral, but it turned out it was yet another missile test that went wrong. A part of the missile broke off and spun around in a spiral shape.